I've taken a little bit of heat from some of my colleagues around the country about teaching stackable guides, and I'm going to tell you what. I think that sometimes people are just a little bit out of touch with how they were and felt when they were a beginner. That first implant, that first 100 implants, even that first 1,000 implants, you're still learning a lot. I mean, heck, I learn something new just about every single day. But, I think that a beginner should be granted the permission to use devices to help them gain knowledge and awareness. When I was planning my first arches under Blue Sky Bio and surgical guides, I learned a great deal about anatomy and dental implants. I planned it on the computer and then I went and did it. It looked a little different. I went back, I learned new things about the computer and the imaging, and went back and did a little different. And this was all AI generation in my own head. And those stackable guides were an essential part of my learning, an essential part of my development, to the point where eventually after 100 or whatever, maybe I learned enough, and I learned enough that I just started leaving them on the table, and then eventually to the point where I didn't have to make them anymore. But that was an essential part of the learning guide, and I probably eventually was able to leave them on the table because I was doing hundreds a year. Because I was doing hundreds a year, but some people are only doing one arch a month or two arches a month, and maybe one arch every other month, and